Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be doing a video I've never actually done here on this channel, and I'm really excited about it. So I have this big bucket here. It's full. In this bucket is product empties. So we're doing a good old product empties video. I have seen a lot of channels do this over the years, and I didn't really know if it was still a thing, but I saw quite a few people still doing them, and I thought, I've been collecting these and kind of taking mental note, and we're gonna go through it, and I'm gonna give a little kind of comment as to whether I actually think I would repurchase these or not, or maybe I already have, or yada, yada, yada. If you're interested in seeing what I got in this big bin here, and what's actually good, then keep on watching. So let's start off with some ones we already know. I'm gonna say that I love. The Maybelline Fit Me, I have gone through a whole one. I just used this for the first time last year. So I've gone through a whole entire powder, and I am constantly testing product. I try to get new product every month. I try to get the new stuff to test. And so I have a lot of makeup. I also just am an addict, you know? So I have a lot of makeup, and I do try to mix it up. So it's very rare that I actually finish products, especially makeup. Like, you will notice a lot of this stuff is skincare and hair care. But anyways, my point of saying that it's hard for me to go through product is that this was a big deal that I emptied a full loose powder. Like, it's empty. This is definitely hands down my favorite loose powder. If I had to only ever have one for the rest of my life, it would be this, hands down. So really recommend it, love it. This is in the shade 05 Fair. It is my personal favorite shade for my skin tone. Have repurchased this. I actually have two. I repurchased it, and then my mom gave it to me because it was a little too dry for her skin. And they're both in Fair Light because I thought, I don't know, this was like super brightening, and I thought, let's try one. Maybe it'll be a little more natural. It is nice. It's maybe, I would like to still have Fair on hand. This is probably my favorite shade, even to like just the under eyes and the rest of the face. Fair Light is perfect, but really, really beautiful formula. Another one I really love and also have repurchased and mentioned quite a few times here on my channel is the Porefessional Supersetter Setting Spray. This one, as I said, I have repurchased. Well, it was actually gifted to me. My mom gave it to me for Christmas after watching my Best in Beauty video, where I mentioned that this was my favorite. So this is another one that I do have another one of, and I would actually repurchase it myself as well. We have the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. This is like the old foundation. This one I actually really enjoyed. I remember it was, you know, lightweight and good coverage. It lasted well on me. It looked nice on the skin. Would I repurchase it? Probably not, because I love the Airbrush Flawless Finish Foundation. I think even more than I love this one. That's like my longest wearing foundation for my combo skin that doesn't look dry. It's really a beautiful foundation. So I do recommend the Charlotte Tilbury foundation that they have now. And by that one, I mean the Airbrush Flawless. So this one was good though. This one is the Dior Brow Styler. I ended up actually testing this and then mentioning it in my Best in Beauty. I loved it so much. So it is a really precise brow pencil, so you can still get those like little fine hairs, but it is actually really quick and easy. It's probably one of the best brow pencils I've ever tested. I will most likely repurchase it. I do have a lot of brow products right now, so it's not like I need them. This is an expensive product. Can you get a brow pencil that's good for a cheaper price? Yes. But is this worth the money? I personally think so, if you want to kind of invest in it. Okay, so we have the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray in the Sweet Peach. This was the collab with Saweetie. I did go through this because it's a mini. I do also have a full size of the regular, and I have another one that was like a collab with somebody. So I definitely really like this one. I will probably continue to repurchase it. Number one, it's affordable, but it's also just a really nice kind of universal setting spray. I find it's very hydrating. It's really good at like setting down and melting the makeup together, but it's not too dewy that like you look greasy, oily, breaks down your foundation. It's just a really, really nice one. And I love the mist on it. It's kind of, there's a little tiny bit left. You can see though, it's really fine. It's the aerosol mist. I really like it. And this one, I wish, honestly, I would repurchase this one because the smell is amazing. Let's do skincare. The Salicylic Acid Cleanser from the Inky List. Love it. It is my favorite cleanser, and I have repurchased this. I really recommend if you struggle with acne and have oily combination skin. Also from the Inky List, the PHA toner. I did really, really like this because it was very gentle. I recommend this for sensitive skin. My skin actually is very reactive to products, and I do find that a lot of times that I've introduced a new toner, it's caused me to break out. So I actually have to be careful. I find especially exfoliating products really make my skin react and actually in turn make me break out more. So I have to be careful when it comes to exfoliating products. And this one was very gentle. So I think I will repurchase this. I do have a current toner that I'm using right now, but I think this is one of my favorites that I've tested just because it's so gentle. Is it like out of this world life-changing? No, it doesn't do like drastic things for your skin. But if you are sensitive like me, then it will probably be beneficial because it's not going to, you can still tone your skin without it reacting. If you're looking for something stronger, then this won't be it. I also have another toner here, the e.l.f. Super Tone. I actually really liked this one and I think I would repurchase it, honestly. It has brightening alpha hydroxy acids in it, so it's supposed to brighten and give gentle chemical exfoliation. I did find it was gentle enough for my skin. It didn't do like crazy drastic things again, but I find those toners are honestly safer for my skin than the ones that are going to, you know, be life-changing, because usually those ones are too intense for my skin. So I actually didn't mind this one. I liked it and I liked the smell of it. I would repurchase. Back to the Inky List, I have a couple more things. I have the Glycolic Acid Toner. So this one was good. It did exfoliate the skin, but it did sting my skin and it felt really kind of irritating for the first couple minutes. And I did find that my skin got a little irritated if I used it too often. So I personally am probably not going to repurchase this only because it was too much for me. So if you have sensitive skin, I would stay away from this one. But if you do like a higher, you know, exfoliating, more intense toner and you find your skin doesn't react, then you probably would like this. And I do really recommend the brand. I also have the Hyaluronic Acid Serum from the Inky List. And I did really like this as well. If you are dry, if you need extra hydration, then I definitely recommend it. I only used it, I sometimes would mix it in with my moisturizer to add a little extra hydration when I was dry. Or I would do sometimes like a couple times a week to add some extra hydration to keep, you know, me from dehydration. I didn't notice drastic things for my skin, I'll be honest with you, only because I feel like I don't normally use serums that are specifically for hydrating the skin. I also didn't use it regularly, probably enough to notice drastic change. I think this is definitely one you will probably notice more drastic difference with drier skin. Comment below if you guys have had this one and did you really like it if you have dry skin. I also got the beta hydroxy acid. This one I remember liking. I didn't notice a huge difference, but I did feel like my skin didn't react to it, and I felt like it did do, you know, it's supposed to help unclog the pores and exfoliate the skin. So for an exfoliant, it was gentle enough for my skin if I used it maybe, I think I used it every other day. I don't think I used it every day. Sorry, some of the skincare in here I finished up like a few months ago. So it's all coming back to me as I'm talking about it. But this one I do remember liking. There's a lot of products from Inky List that I am like, oh my goodness. All of you go grab the cleanser. I really like the PHA toner. You know, I really like the Water Omega cream, which, I just finished and didn't even put it in here. So I will mention that. The new Water Omega cream, the Omega Water Cream, best moisturizer, honestly, I think I've tested. It was unfragranced, so it was good for sensitive skin. It was super like hydrating, and it gave you that creamy like quench sensation, but it was a water-based gel moisturizer, so it's very lightweight, very cooling, and just very fresh on the skin, and it gave like the perfect amount of hydration for my combination skin. And my skin didn't look dehydrated, but it also didn't look oily and didn't break me out. So really love that. Skincare, I feel like, is very selective. So this one, I don't know, this one I like because it's so cheap. I feel like I would recommend, but I don't remember like thinking, wow, this like changed my skin. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was good, but it wasn't like incredible. The Niacinamide Serum from Good Molecules. I actually really like this. This one I have repurchased. I think I've gone through actually 2 of these now, and I will probably continue to repurchase. Niacinamide is really good for skin texture, minimizing the appearance of pores and controlling oil production. So all the things that I need for my skin, as I have textured skin, I have enlarged pores, I have excess oil, and I do find that this one was, again, not making my skin react in any funny ways. I wasn't getting a rash, I wasn't getting acne, I wasn't getting clogged pores, I wasn't getting, you know, irritated skin. It was just really nice. And it was my favorite niacinamide serum I've ever tested. I've also tested the Ordinary one, and I found the Ordinary one almost felt soapy on my hands. Once it soaked in, it was fine, but this one was a lot nicer on the skin. Also by Good Molecules, another one I love and am going to repurchase like soon is the Discoloration Correcting Serum. I really feel like it works, like genuinely works. And this is what I'm talking about with skincare. I feel like there's products that maybe like they're not bad for your skin, and so you're like, this is nice, but sometimes they don't like change your skin. And I find like the products that really change your skin, the products you're like, you run out of and you're like, wow, I need that back. They're like the incredible ones, and this is one of them. Like, it honestly, I would apply it at least 3 or 4 times a week, and then by the end I was using it every day because it is suitable for daily use. It didn't break out my skin, didn't make me react, didn't dry out my skin or irritate it, actually faded my scarring. Like, in the morning, there were a bunch of times that I used it and I was like my skin genuinely looks so like even. And I really feel like it actually works. So if you have age spots, dark spots, scarring, I do recommend testing this baby out. And remember, with skincare especially, but really with all products in the beauty industry, they're all very a personal experience. A product that works for me may not work for you. And I really like emphasize that with skincare. Also have another one by Good Molecules. If I can even read it, the BHA Clarity Gel Cream. It may be used daily. I believe I did use it daily, and I did feel, and I actually was using this during a period of time where I was breaking out a lot, and I did feel like it helped control my acne a little bit better. Like, it kind of would soothe them and make them go away a little bit faster than they normally would. Like, it would clear them up a little bit. And it's so cheap. That's what I love about the Inkey List and Good Molecules. I do like the Ordinary, but I find it's hit or miss with them. Whereas the Inkey List and Good Molecules are very similar brands, super affordable, basically drugstore, if not cheaper, but they actually work and they have good ingredients and they're reputable brands. I have some products by The Ordinary actually, now that I'm mentioning it. Oh, we have another Good Molecules in here. Yeah, there's the Niacinamide Serum. So that's the second one that I went through. So The Ordinary, I have the niacinamide and zinc. So this is not just niacinamide. So this is maybe why it had a different consistency. Maybe that is why. This is 10% niacinamide, which I believe is the same percentage. Yep, same percentage as the Good Molecules, but it also contains 1% zinc, which I do know helps with clarity. So it's not only going to help with that texture, that enlarged pores, but it's also going to help with blemishes. I did like this one, don't get me wrong. There was nothing really about it that I hated, except for it almost felt like it was like soapy in my hands. Like, it would actually like go a little bit white when I would rub it and warm it up in my hands. But once it soaked in, it was fine. So it really wasn't that big of a deal. I do think that if you're looking for a niacinamide, go with The Ordinary. If you're looking for something a little stronger for acne, you could try the Ordinary because it does also have that zinc. And then the salicylic acid solution, which is 2% by The Ordinary for blemish prone skin. This one, was okay. It wasn't my favorite. I don't remember like falling in love with this. Like kind of almost make me feel itchy. So I didn't love it for sensitive skin, but this is another one I kind of wanted to hear your opinions about. Have you tried the Ordinary Salicylic Acid solution and do you love it? Especially if you are watching and you don't have sensitive skin. Some duplicates in here, and you know I love a product when there's two in here. This is the Biosance Squalene and Tea Tree Balancing Oil. I have shouted this from the rooftops, guys. If you're new to my channel, then you've missed out on a great recommend, and here we are. It's here for you. This is an incredible oil. This is one of the only oils. Like, this is not just a serum, this is an oil. Do you know how scared I was to test this? I have only tested like 2 oils on my skin. The first one I ever tested was like the Glam Glow. It like was supposed to be for acne. It literally smelled like vegetable oil, and it made me break out like insane. This one, I started using it and I'm like, I'm not breaking out, cool. Then I actually noticed like the more I used it, felt like it actually was calming acne, calming redness, keeping my skin more clear. So even when I was going through those moments of intense breakout, I felt like this actually helped and it wouldn't make it worse. I have another one as well. So I have repurchased this twice now. It's expensive, but that's how good it is. I love it, love it, love it. If you have acne prone combination skin, I love it, I recommend. The only thing is I am expecting, I am pregnant, and I do notice both times I've been pregnant, as this is my second pregnancy, I do notice that I get a lot of blackheads when I'm pregnant. And actually I find my acne is a lot better now, but I do actually find that like my oil production is a little bit more, and I also notice my pores are getting a little more clogged. So I just don't feel I need that extra hydration right now. I'm just sticking to like really basic cleanser, toner, moisturizer. That's it. Sometimes an exfoliator. I just was breaking out there, and I got into like a super simple routine, and my skin's been so clear. So I think it's because I'm pregnant, I don't need that extra hydration, but I found when I wasn't pregnant, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. So I love that. I also really enjoyed the Biosant Squalene Probiotic Gel Moisturizer. I really enjoyed this, guys, so much, but it is so expensive. It's so expensive. I think if you want to invest in this, it is worth it. But I also found that Inkey List moisturizer that I really, really like, honestly, almost as much. This has more benefits to it than the the Inkey List one. This one has like the squalene, it has probiotics, like it's supposed to help really brighten, balance your skin. It's gonna do more for your skin, but it is so expensive. I think I will repurchase this, but for my like regular product, the Inkey List one is the way to go. This one here is the Garnier Skin Active Moisture Rescue. This was my OG for so long. I used this in high school. Honestly, it's really not gonna do anything fantastic for your skin. I found it's like when you start using products that are more high-end, that actually have incredible ingredients that are gonna change your skin, you notice like the stuff you've been using from the drugstore just doesn't cut it anymore. And that's where this one is. I would not repurchase this again. I have actually a few. So I started with the regular gel cream, but this one's the one that's fragranced. And because I have such sensitive, easily clogged, easily, irritated skin, I decided to go with the fragrance free. Now this one says on it, it's for extra dry skin, but I did find it actually didn't make me have excess oil. It was maybe a little more hydrating than the original, but it was fragrance free. So out of the two, I would recommend the fragrance free for sure. Whoa. I honestly think this is a good moisturizer. I would repurchase. I also have Saturday Skin Waterfall Glacier Water Cream. I did really like this. This is another lightweight cream that is water-based, and so it gives you that creaminess, but it's still water-based and gel-like. So it's lightweight, but it's still hydrating. It's not that I wouldn't repurchase this. Like if you want to try it, if you already like it, like it is really nice. But because I have those more affordable options I really like, I don't know. It's hard for me to buy a product when I have a more affordable option that I think compares. One that I would actually probably repurchase though, over that one is this one here from Pharmacy. It's the Daily Greens Oil-Free Gel Moisturizer. I got this in my BoxyCharm box. I really liked this, guys. I felt like it was really good for my combination acne-prone skin. It was that kind of lightweight gel moisturizer. It was oil-free. It wasn't too hydrating. But it had those really nice ingredients. Like Pharmacy is known for its clean ingredients, like clean formulas. So it was a really beautiful moisturizer. I would recommend it, honestly. This is the Murad Nutrient Charged Water Gel. This was actually another one that I did like. It's not my favorite though. I feel like these two were really nice, but they weren't like life-changing for my skin. They were nice, lightweight moisturizers, but they're still expensive. And for me personally, I just felt they didn't do it for me. Like this one is so expensive, so it's the only thing stopping me from buying it right now because I have more affordable options, but this is probably one of the best moisturizers I've ever used. And then the Neutrogena is just so affordable, and then the Inky List one, as I said. But the Murad one was good too. I do really like Murad skincare. The Tatcha water cream is up there with the Biosance one. I think these are the two of the best moisturizers I've ever used, but they're both so expensive. And for a moisturizer, it's just something I go through clearly because I have so many in here. It's something I go through so often. Like I moisturize pretty much twice a day. So I just think that I would recommend both of these if you're looking for a more high-end, really, really nice option. But again, I've mentioned more affordable ones, so it's hard for me. We also have from Tatcha the Deep Cleanse Clarifying Cleanser. And I really like this. This is another one that if it wasn't for the price tag, I probably would be using it like solely. But again, I found kind of a more affordable option that works for me. This is probably a little better for your skin. And I found it was clarifying, but it's so expensive, man. This one is one I will always repurchase. This is one I will always go back to. I feel like this is probably one of my favorite cleansers ever. I've used it so much, and it is the Murad Anti-Aging Acne. So it's not only an acne treatment with 0.5% salicylic acid, but it also has anti-aging ingredients in there. So just general, prevention is always good. And I've gone through many of these in my time, and I love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, I have the Clean Skin Vitamin C Brightening Booster. I didn't hate it. I honestly didn't hate it. And I used it a lot. Like I used it every day, I think. And clearly I liked it enough to use the whole bottle, but I just didn't feel like it did enough for my skin to really rave about. I probably wouldn't repurchase it. I also have the Ole Henriksen Truth Gel Cream. It's the brightening moisturizer. It's just the mini though, so it went so quick. This is another one, like it wasn't awful, but I didn't love it, so I wouldn't probably purchase the full size. I have the Murad Advanced Blemish and Wrinkle Reducer. I actually really liked this. This is another treatment that I've really enjoyed. I've gone through a lot of treatments like for acne, and I'm looking here and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I've thrown some of them out because there's some in here that I'm like, what about that one? This one was another one I would repurchase. I really like Murad. Again, it's a brand I really recommend. This one I got in a BoxyCharm box. I loved this stuff, guys. I have not repurchased it only because you can only purchase it from the brand itself. It's not even available on BoxyCharm anymore. It's the Yensa Pumpkin Turmeric 2-in-1 Radiance and Polishing Mask. So this was one that I really liked for before I do my makeup. When I go to wash my face in the morning, I would then apply this. So you apply it on the skin like a mask, and you let it sit for like 5 to 10 minutes. And it just like really feels super hydrating. It has that nice pumpkin-y like turmeric smell. It really hydrates your skin, like genuinely hydrates your skin. And then you apply water and you massage into your skin, and you'll feel the grit kind of dissolving. So it's very gentle on your skin, but it does a really good job at exfoliating as well. It makes your skin feel so soft because it's not only hydrating, but it's also exfoliating. So I will repurchase this. This is one of my favorite exfoliants. It was so gentle on my sensitive skin, yet so hydrating without overhydrating. It was just perfect. This is from Pharmacy, the Green Clean Melt Away Cleansing Balm. I love this stuff. This is a bit of a like taboo product. Apparently some ingredients that are not great. There's one in here that basically is plastic, but it is definitely hands down the best cleansing balm ever. So I've done kind of some research on it, and the only reason I justify still using it is number one, it's the best, but also it's like a product that you literally wipe away immediately after. It's not staying on your skin. So, and I only use it for the eyes where it actually gets absorbed into your skin quicker. Great. But no, I do only use it for like eye makeup. So I don't use it all the time. I typically use my makeup eraser cloth anyways, but it is good to have on hand if you have that like stubborn waterproof mascara or glitter. It's the best. From First Aid Beauty, this is the facial radiance pads. I actually liked these. I love the little toner pads that come in here, like the Ole Hendrickson. I think that's the brand that has the clarifying ones. They're really good too. This one I really liked because I felt it gave like a good tone and exfoliation, but I just find that like a bottle of toner goes a lot longer. So the last few products are for hair. We have mainly dry shampoo. I have two of the same here. This is the Chlorine Dry Shampoo. This one here is for all hair types. And then this other one here is the brown to dark hair. So it was like tinted so that it didn't have that white, like ashy. I did prefer the brown actually. I did feel like I noticed a difference I didn't have to work so hard at hiding it. Both of them worked really good though, actually. So you can get it at Shoppers Drug Mart. It is regular $16.50. That's not bad though. So yes, I would repurchase it. I also really liked the Suave Professionals dry shampoo. I think it's a little bit cheaper than the Chlorine one, and I did find it worked pretty comparably. And then the last one here is the Bumble & Bumble BB Perea powder. This is really good stuff, guys. This is definitely one of the best dry shampoos I've ever used, but I hate powder dry shampoos. I just hate it. It's easier to see, like you see it more in your hair, and I find it's harder to hide. It's also like you can't spray it all over where it evenly gets applied. You have to like, it's usually like you have this like zigzag line along your thing, and then you're like blending it in and you have like a line in your hair. So I do really like this stuff, but I do prefer, and this isn't a product I know for sure I did use up in the last like 6 months and I forgot to put it in here. The spray Bumble & Bumble powder, best dry shampoo I've ever used in my whole entire life. Zero white residue, like your hair looks completely washed. It was so good, but it went very quickly. Like I felt like I ran out of it after like a couple weeks. I just felt like it's expensive. If you want to invest in a really good dry shampoo, I recommend the Bumble & Bumble spray for sure. This one here is the Crysense Professional Organic Hair Essence. This is another one my mom gave me. She like went through her hair products and was like, take these or else I don't know what to do with them. And it's like a serum. It's an innovative and highly concentrated product that makes easy to control hair, give fabulous shine and texture, protect against heat styling. I don't know where my mom got this. I enjoyed it, but it didn't do wonders for my hair, and I honestly don't even know where to get this, so I probably wouldn't repurchase it. And the last empty of the video, I guess, is the Aussie Hair Insurance Leave-In Conditioner. This is a drugstore option. There's obviously better products out there for your hair that actually have ingredients, you know, proteins and keratin and stuff that's really gonna change your hair. But honestly, if you're looking more for like a detangling spray that you spray in, adds a little extra hydration to help brush out your hair and just to kind of hydrate a little bit more, it was actually really good. Aussie is honestly one of my favorite drugstore brands. They're really cheap, and I do find they work well for like curly, tatty hair. So as much as this isn't going to be life-changing for your hair, it is like a good kind of leave-in conditioner. So that is the empties. There was a lot to go through, so thanks for sticking around if you made it this far. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, comment down below if you've tried any of these products. What were your thoughts, especially the ones I mentioned I wanted your opinions on. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.